Hello everyone, and today I'm just going to be making a quick video on a dipole antenna that I made out of a coat hanger. We've just got a snipped and bent coat hanger, and we've got a capacitor in the middle, an AC capacitor in the middle, and then we've just got a, I think it's like 6,800 microfarads or so at 42 volts. DC capacitor down this end, and then these two go through a full bridge rectifier into this capacitor. Now the idea behind me building with this was I saw a YouTube video where a guy was explaining how electricity can be transferred via electromagnetic waves or radio waves or whatever, and he had set up a dipole antenna, but it was a lot thicker. It was with like proper aluminum pipe, and he had it set to 300 Hertz, I think it was, just generating an output. And then he had another dipole antenna, which was just two pipes similar to these coat hangers I've got here, and he was demonstrating how you can, light up a light bulb when the dipole antenna is parallel, and usually only that great when it's perfectly parallel with the source of radiation from the generator that he was running. So it was sort of like wireless power. It only transferred energy, to the point where you could light up the bulb to about like 1 foot away, and I don't know how much power he was using to get it. So me, with my little small brain, thought there's radio waves all around me at the moment. Obviously I'm not a math whiz, so I don't know really how to calculate, or I don't yet know how to calculate what length this dipole antenna should be, or the thickness or anything, to get energy from a specific frequency. So I just chucked this together in an attempt to get some power. And my little tiny brain idea was like, oh well, if I just line this dipole antenna up perfectly with the transmission tower, then maybe, or the nearest radio transmission tower, maybe I can get like enough electricity out of the dipole antenna just to power like a light bulb, or probably not even a light bulb, like an LED maybe. And I tried it at first with no AC capacitor here, and then after I put the AC capacitor on, and no luck, not to the point where I can measure an amount that's any good really. You can't really, well, I couldn't with this generate enough power to do anything with it, but I thought it was a cool idea. So if anyone knows how to make like a proper generator, I know there's probably people out here who know exactly how to set up something like this to get enough power that you could, use it for something. Probably you wouldn't be able to use it for very much, because you wouldn't be able to get that much power probably just from radio, TV waves or whatever that's going through you all the time. But if anyone knows how to properly make one of these things that I've just attempted to make, let me know. This is my attempt. It's pretty useless, to be honest, at collecting energy. I tried, I thought, oh, maybe I can make an EM jammer by hooking a taser up to it, and I just ended up electrocuting myself, so that wasn't a good idea. It can store charge, obviously, so I can charge it with the washing machine generator. Just give it a couple of spins, and the capacitor can store charge, and that's about all it's useful for. If I which way is it? I can transfer a little bit of power from this big capacitor to this little one here, and these wires aren't live because the bridge rectifier obviously makes it so the current can't go from this capacitor to the two antenna prongs. So no electrocuting myself that way. But then obviously I can short the terminals of, let me just find something to short it on. And the idea was that the antennas would produce like a little bit of power, and then I would be able to store it in the capacitor and then use it all at once for, I don't know, powering a tiny motor or something. Obviously it didn't work, and I probably don't have any way of telling if it worked or not, because it probably wouldn't generate enough power, even if it was lined up perfectly, for me to measure it, since I currently don't have a voltmeter. But yeah, that's just a little a fun little project that I tried to make to no success. I thought I'd make a video on it anyway. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye.